right. So as Quentin already said, I'm Willie Nelson. I'm the owner of Nelson's Tax and Financial Services, LLC, located right here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at 4200 West 4th Street. Right down the street from Strick's Barbecue. We're right between Strick's Barbecue and Westover. And I do taxes here, and I also do bookkeeping services. I've been doing taxes, man. I've been doing taxes for, man, probably since I was 15 years old. My mom needed those reading glasses, and so she needed somebody to help her. And so she knew I was good with math. So I would help her out by adding everything up and just kind of helping her. And then later on, when it was time for me to file taxes, I was like, man, I can do this. I'm going to see these tax people. I'm like, man, you know what? I can do this. And so I started doing taxes a long time ago, man. I'm 40 years old now, and I've been probably doing taxes probably for about 20 years. And then I went and but I was doing it on the side, kind of like my little hustle, and I was also doing it for family and friends. And then I went and I started doing it for H&R Block. And now I'm launching out on my own, finally, just, getting the courage to go out here and do it on my own. So that's why I appreciate Quentin with this pop-up shop, giving people like me who's decided to brave the industry out here and try to start a business. And with my business, Nelson's Tax and Financial Services, like I said, we do taxes, but I don't want to just do taxes for people. I want to actually educate people on the tax process. And because a lot of times what happens is people will come into the office, they'll sit down, and they're shocked at what they get back. Sometimes it's a good shock, sometimes it's a bad shock. And I really feel bad when it's the bad shock, because what ends up happening is they end up not understanding the tax process. See, I'm not focused on what you get back. I'm focused on educating people about the tax process, because if you know just something simple like, hey, how to fill out a W-4 so you make sure they take out enough taxes, then at the end of the year, you won't be stuck owing taxes. Like sometimes people may get back something for federal, but then they'll end up owing something for state. And they're just like, man, I don't understand why I'm owing for state. Well, that's because maybe you need to fill out your W-4 more correctly, or maybe you need to bring it to somebody like me. If you don't have a personnel manager on your job or somebody that you can have access to, you can bring it to somebody like me, and I'll be happy to fill that out for you. But like I said, my biggest thing is, man, I like to educate people about the tax process, because once you come see me, everything that can be done pretty much has been done. I like to educate people so that they're able to understand the tax process, so that they could work on it January to December. Because once you come see me around this February time or March time or February to April, it's pretty much a done deal at that point. So I like to educate people. At the same time, I like to do bookkeeping, because a lot of times people come sit in front of me, business owners, man, they're so busy, they're working so hard, they're trying to get things in place, and they're running a very successful business, but a lot of times they're disorganized. They just don't have things in the proper place. They don't have the proper paperwork. Everything is just paper. They don't have it on paper and on computer. So they need somebody like me to help them to just keep the car in the road, put things in the right place, and just stay organized. And of course, naturally, hiring somebody like me to help keep you organized as an independent consultant is a whole lot cheaper than you hiring somebody to pay them for 40 hours during the week, having to pay insurance and all of these other things that come along with a normal employee. So, of course, that's the thing that I really, really love to do, is to help people. Because once again, that's a part. Because once you get to the end of the year, if you haven't been organized all year, man, it's pretty much too late to try to get organized at that point. So what I like to do is I like to do the bookkeeping part of this business. And of course, the taxes is just the cherry on the cake. Here at Nelson's Tax and Financial Services, of course, we do appointments or via my Square account, which I'll put into the link a little bit later. I like to set appointments up like that. That way, we don't have 4 and 5 people sitting in my office here waiting on me to do their taxes. Because guess what? Your time is precious. My time is precious. And hey, at the same time, and with that being said, I don't want you to be sitting here 2 and 3 hours waiting on me to do somebody's taxes. So I want you to have your proper time, and that way you don't feel rushed. I don't feel rushed, and we can just take our time, do your taxes the right way. We can talk about things that may concern you. And of course, I'm more than happy, like Leah said, I'm more than happy to answer any questions that people may have because, hey, at the end of the day, we're talking about your money. And of course, I want you to have every single penny, every single dollar that belongs to you. Because guess what? One thing we need to stop doing is we need to stop giving our money to the IRS. I mean, it's all of it. Of course, we got to pay a certain percentage, man. But my job is very simple, to try to help you pay the least amount of money legally to the IRS. I also have Nelson's Tax and Financial Services. We also have a Facebook page. We're going to be getting with Quentin very, very soon about getting that website because Quentin, man, for those of you, I'm going to just throw a quick shout out to Quentin. Man, Quentin came up in here and blew my socks off, man, when he showed me the websites and all of the stuff he can do. Man, I'm telling you, I know for a fact he's going to cause my business to go to the next level. So that's why that's going to be my next call to him. But for right now, you can reach me once again through my Square app. To my wife, thank you, baby, for putting my Square app appointments on the screen. You can also go to Nelson's Tax and Financial Services, LLC, my Facebook page. You can get information. You can get the link through there. You can get my phone number. You can set up an appointment that way. We also do virtual tax returns from the comfort of your home. You can sit in your home, do a virtual tax return with me, and I can do that tax return from anybody, anywhere in the country because guess what? I don't just do Mississippi tax returns. I do federal tax returns. Yes, I do federal tax returns. So once again, Quentin, I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you, sir, for this pop-up shop. It is great. Leah got me checking my face to make sure my face is clean while she was talking. So I definitely appreciate this opportunity to get on here and to talk to people, let people know about my business. Once again, we're right here in Hattiesburg at 4200 West 4th Street, Hattiesburg, Mississippi.